When someone is speaking to you and you don't understand what he has said, it can be hard to ask for clarification, but understanding is important. So in this American English pronunciation video, I'm going to give you various phrases people use to ask people to repeat themselves. When I lived abroad, learning how to say what politely was one of the first things I did. When it's your second language and you're speaking to a native speaker, of course you're going to need to ask for clarification often. Well, the simplest, quickest way to ask someone to repeat himself is just to say, what? It's not impolite, but it's best to use this with people you know, with people you don't know, or people you have a formal relationship with, like your boss. There are more polite phrases you can use. But to start, let's talk about what. Your intonation here is very important. Intonation being the melody of your voice. You must make it go up and pitch at the end. Otherwise, it has a different meaning. What? Curve up. What? Notice I'm putting a stop T at the end. That's the way Americans pronounce that. What? What? Stopping the air in the throat, closing the mouth. What? If you make your voice go down in pitch, what? 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 Then you're saying something like, why are you looking at me like that? For example, let's say she's pregnant, which she's not anymore, and she's at the restaurant with her husband. She orders 2 entrees, an appetizer, and a dessert, and he looks like her like this. She might say, what? I'm pregnant and I'm starving. What? With the intonation going down. If you are saying, I didn't understand what you said, the intonation goes up. What? 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 So intonation here is key. What else can you say? A bit more polite would be pardon, or I beg your pardon, or I'm sorry. Notice for all of these, the pitches goes up at the end. There are questions written with question mark. I'm sorry means I didn't understand. Please repeat yourself. I'm sorry. Pitch goes down is an apology. Let's go over the pronunciation of pardon. Pardon. We start off with the P consonant. Pa, pa, pa. One mistake non-native speakers make is they pull the tongue back right away. Purr, purr, paw, par, par. Practice that with me slowly. Pardon. What's happening to the letter O? It makes this stew sound here, and it's disappearing into the N. You want to do this, it sounds more American. Pardon. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Paw, drop the jaw. Par. Pull the tongue back and up for the R. Bring the middle of the tongue towards. The middle of the roof of the mouth. Par. Now for the D, lift the front of the tongue so it's against the roof of the mouth. Pardon. You make the D sound in the throat and then an N. You don't need to move the tongue for that. Pardon. If it's easier for you to separate the D and the N, you can flap the tongue against the roof of the mouth quickly for the D. Then put it right back up for the N. Pardon. I think it's easier to leave that flap out. You can just leave your tongue in place. Pardon. Pardon. And make sure you make the second syllable very quickly. It's an unstressed syllable. Pardon. I beg your pardon. Most native speakers would blow through. I beg your pardon. An American, pardon, the clear, stressed word. I beg your pardon. There is a less energy and air in the voice. I beg your. Notice your is reduced to your. I beg your pardon. I'm sorry. You might hear some Americans say this with only the M consonant. I'm sorry. The word I'm should be pretty fast. For the word sorry, the first syllable is a lot like the first syllable of pardon. Sorry. Drop your jaw, then bring the tongue into position for the R. Sorry. Just a light E vowel at the end. E. I'm sorry. This is the one I use when I need to be more polite. I'm sorry. You might also have heard come again. This is not too common, it's a little more quirky to use that. Come again. What does the pitch do? It goes up, come again. I use what most of the time, and I'm sorry with people I don't know. This is if I didn't understand a word or a sentence, but if there is a more I didn't understand, if someone's been talking for several seconds and I'm trying to figure out what they are saying but can't. For example, on the phone with a bad connection, then I might say something more. For example, I didn't understand, could you repeat that? Statement, then a question. I didn't understand, could you repeat that? Or, I didn't catch that, can you say it again? I didn't catch that is an idiom that means I didn't understand or I didn't hear what you said. Literal meaning, I didn't catch that. Idiomatic meaning, what? I hope this video helps. It's good to prepare phrases to have in certain situation. That way, it's less stressful to use them in a moment. What situation make you nervous, then you won't know what to say, and what situation do you wish you had something practiced phrases for. Let me know in the comments below if you're a new Friends English. Welcome, and I have videos to help you speak better American English on my YouTube channel. Click here to visit my channel and subscribe, and it organizes hundreds of my online video for the path, start to finish, to help you speak beautifully and naturally. That's it, and thanks so much for using Friends English.